Hey everybody, Coffee and Chaos here, and welcome back to some more Anno 1800. So, I've got a couple news bites for you guys. For the last 10 days, I've kind of been doing a little bit of a hybrid thing. I did the last 10 episodes in one shot in a live stream style format and cut it down into half-hour chunks. And I've been watching the numbers and seeing like how they performed and what you guys thought of it. And it's pretty clear to me that that wasn't a very popular format and decision. So we're going to be moving away from that. I'm going to go back to a 1 hour format, a more straight to YouTube format for you guys. I think that's going to be a little bit more popular and you guys are going to enjoy that a little bit more. And on top of that, what was the other thing I was going to say? It's going to end up changing. The one nice thing about doing the half-hour format is it was easier for me to do a daily segment. I could do, a half-hour clip every single day. I won't be able to do that if I'm doing 1 hour chunks. So from here on out, I think we're going to be moving towards Anno always being 1 hour blocks, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I want to apologize to you guys. I know I've been doing a lot of experiments on this channel and kind of trying to get used to things and seeing what works. Also, wow, this music is a little bit louder than I anticipated because I'd been playing with a little bit of the audio. Just going to knock that down a hair. So yeah, that's the big announcement. And as always, just a quick reminder, if you're watching this content and you do want to support the channel and you do want to help me grow, even as I'm figuring out how I'm going to be doing all the content, the best way you can do that is by subscribing to the channel. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and it's the easiest way to help me grow and help me put out more content, because right now I am doing all of this for free. So that is the biggest way that you can contribute to the channel. So here we are. I've been doing a little bit of fooling around off screen. We have this island of Hardwin, which I'm going to need to come up with a different name, but I was kind of trying to plan out what we're doing in the New World. Now, there's a couple different trains of thought that I've had a couple discussions with this with Gisborne, who is a popular supporter of the channel, and a few others. And so you can have islands be self-sufficient, or you could have islands that are more specialized. And I've been trying to go back and forth between how I want to do that. Since we've secured Hardwin, though, I've decided that Hardwin is going to be our primary port of entry from the Old World and from Cape Trelawney. So goods will be moving, all of the goods will centrally move to Fuerte Augustine, but then we'll have a few larger vessels moving bulk goods to Hardwin. And if I could show off, this will be our port of entry for everybody in the New World. And then this side here is going to be ships coming in. You can see from the map right here, it's going to be coming in from here or coming in from here to go to the Old World and to Cape Trelawney. So to that end, what do we want to specialize this island into? Well, obviously, we want to specialize this island into exports. So it's going to be things like rum. It's going to be cotton for fur coats. Caoutchouc would actually not be a bad thing to get a little bit of on this island. We might not do it exclusively here, but a little bit. We can obviously get... We have 2 gold deposits that we can tap into. Coffee. The other thing I'm trying to figure out, am I going to pull in... If I do rum here, I would either have to do it through a hacienda, or I could pull extra sugarcane from all of the islands and have all of the extra farm goods, like... what would that be? Sugarcane, cotton, any extra caoutchouc, pearls from other islands we're going to have to bring in, coffee beans. So we could focus more on a higher end population. We could have more obreros here and let them do more things like the coffee roasters and the 2 gold mines that we have. Oil. Gonna have some bombin weavers. So I was kind of playing around a little bit with the idea of a specialized textile industry over here. And again, I could bring cotton in from another island, or I could grow some cotton here. I might do some local production before moving to bringing more stuff into this island and only having cotton mills here, only having the actual rum distilleries here that are going to export to the New World. It's a way of kind of centralizing some of that production that's going to go off map. So first things first, I think we need to figure out how we're going to get sugar here. And we also need to get a little bit of a population. So I do have a little bit of timber, and we don't actually have any wood being produced here. So let's make that a reality, and we can go back to regular speed. Get a couple of sawmills. Get a couple... Oof. I could throw a lumberjack's hut there. Let's actually build that, and we're going to take blueprint mode off. That'll work. It'll take a minute for them to grow some trees back. Would not mind having another warehouse over here for our rum. And we need to start thinking about population, so let's actually get our marketplace on here. I'd like to have the bulk of my city right here in the middle. How are we going to do this? Blueprint mode back on. We already have an area demarcated where we're going to have our rail lines. The tricky thing about this island is we have oil here, we have oil here, and we have oil back here. So I spent some time to kind of lay out the road network that's going to end up having rails in it. And I think we're just going to go ahead and do some rows of houses right in the middle. Throw a marketplace there. And that'll cover a pretty good ways. Let's actually add a few more roads, see how far that covers. That's a pretty good distance. So if we actually focus on getting bricks, we can get some brick roads here. That would make a pretty big difference. Let's plan on having a boxing arena in here. And you know what? We just might be able to fit in the chapel. To a few trees right there in the middle. And as always, we're going to need a hospital. We will need a police station. We'll kind of slam that there. And we can go ahead and do a fire station nearby, so all of our public services are going to be nice and centrally located. I'll just put something pretty in there. So let's do something to that effect. A couple cross streets, and right back to housing. And that will actually be pretty good. That's a good start. We could possibly have a second marketplace out here somewhere, but that'll be the bulk of our central town. Obviously we want to leave this area clear for our rail lines. We'll put crossroads like every 2. Oops. Get rid of that. Okay, not bad. Obviously, we're going to need to get the marketplace itself built up, and let's go ahead and speed up the production here. Is this... Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Jungle trees. There we go. I want to make sure that we get the wood production started, because we're going to need it. Quick sip of our coffee. Okay. Next thing we could work on, we've got a nice beach over here, and another beach over this way.
We've had to fight.
I'm thinking right about here. I'd like to get some fish oil going. Oh, damn, that actually fills it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, that's not bad. Since we do have the ability to make plantains here, I'm going to, because it is a big, big moneymaker. We can export all of the excess plantains over to Isabella Sarmento. What else are we gonna do? I need to think here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll need 8 plantain kitchens.
Workforce shortage.
I like it. That's not too bad. And we're going to need 8 plantain plantations. So what's that going to cost me total? It's going to be 80. Another 120, so that's 220. Plus 320, 420, 420. Nice. So 420 workers is enough to actually keep all of these plantains going. I would like to do something with this, though. We'll run a central road out. Oh, I like this.
How thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
2, 3. This is actually great because we're going to have our own dedicated plantain area. Kind of closed off on its own. So let's seal that off right there. Seal that off. And the goal is just kind of square that off. We'll do the same thing over on this side. One, 2. Let's put those there so we can go ahead and build them in a second. And get that there. That's 126. That's 128. All right. Oh, I actually can't build anything there because coastline. All right, that's not a big deal. And check that out. We have a perfect little area. So, what is that? 8 per minute. That's 16 tons of fried plantains per minute. That will sustain a pretty big population, and any excess just goes
leadership.
right off to Isabella Sarmento. And it's completely self-contained. I like it. Now, for rum. If we're going to do rum, somewhere in here we need to start thinking about doing... where would I do? If I were a hacienda, where would I be? And the answer is there's not a very big open location except for like right here. We could get some farms in this area though. So I was kind of hoping to have the rum distilleries near the harbor, just for aesthetic purposes, but wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Wow, we got some wood. Okay. Let's get some of these houses built. And let's get our first warehouse. 1, 2, 3. So that'll be enough fried plantains to keep these people happy in a moment. And we'll go ahead and build the rest of the houses. Oops, I really want to have that fire station really soon, but we'll give it a minute. So we could put the hacienda up here, or maybe over here. You know, actually, as I look at it, this right here might allow for a little bit more space. Could sort of have a hacienda heading out towards the beach. We did get a little bit more wood, so let's get the fire station so things do not burn down. We don't want to burn down our entire town. Yeah, a little road heading out that way. We would need to expand the population before we build the hacienda, but that wouldn't be too hard to do. Alright, so let's work on traditional population first, and then we can work on the hacienda and try and get a little bit more population in here. The next thing I'm going to have to do... They already want rum, and they would like to have ponchos soon. So I was playing around a little bit with having the felt producers here for a pair of bombin weavers, and I would like to have all of the fabric type stuff in this area. Wood production is obviously going to have to move elsewhere eventually. Where would I put my wood production permanently? Starting to bring in a little bit of money from Plantains. Excellent. Yeah, I think we just go ahead and build our houses right now. We're just going to focus on expanding population.
Milestone.
And now they would like ponchos. Okay. I could give them some rum. What islands have sugarcane? You do. You do. No. No. This is too small to be relevant. Oh, wow. So we have 4 islands with sugarcane. Highland has sugarcane. Fuerte Augustine and Puerto Vacas. Actually, wait, no, that's 3. Hope you don't mind me clicking around a little bit here, but yeah, we've got 3 islands with sugarcane. Wow. Does this one have... That's interesting. So... maybe Fuerte Augustine specializes in rum for the New World. Let's take a quick look at something. New World. All of the New World islands, they need 16 tons of rum. So if I were to condense all of my rum to one location, that's a possibility? I think I had... Yeah, in the last few episodes, I was putting sugarcane kind of here in Puerto Crescente. I was kind of playing with doing it locally, but we have it as a natural resource. The sugarcane is never going to leave the New World. It's always going to stay in this area, so... what I could do is I could have a few farms that are completely specialized. Let's think about this. We have other locations that have Plantains, other locations that have corn fertility. Yeah, so maybe Puerto Vacas and Fuerte Augustine become very specialized in sugarcane. And we do have Highland. Highland has sugarcane as well. Which we don't have anything here right now. Yeah, we could produce rum in each location, but only 3 islands have sugarcane to actually move around. How would I handle that from a trade route perspective? Now, we could take... Well, I think that's actually a pretty easy answer. We just take all of the sugarcane, bring it into Fuerte Augustine, and we could have individual routes heading out to different islands to give them their sugarcane to make their rum. It takes some influence, but that's not too big of a deal. Maybe we could simplify it using clippers. I think that might be what we do. So let's just say we load sugarcane. Just send you out on that route.
Ready for assignment.
And then you load sugarcane. Send you back to Fuerte Augustine.
Schooner reporting.
And then we could have one of you from here It could probably do 4 islands. And you could hit... You don't have sugarcane, you don't have sugarcane, you don't have sugarcane. So we have one ship that goes here to disperse sugarcane. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll just do that. And... So yeah, that's his whole life goal.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Just a sugarcane balancing route. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Yeah, go do that.
Ready
and
for a
you are going to grab from here. Boom, boom, boom. And you're going to do the exact same thing. That's it. Okay. So now we're going to need to go through all of these islands and make sure that we keep our minimum stock. So you are set to 50. Yeah, this actually isn't going to be too bad.
Our cruise was just...
Wrong button. You're set. I've been wanting to play around on this island for a while. I need to come back to that island at some point. So many of these islands are completely undeveloped. Alright. And then here... We're also going to set that to 50. Now, what we need to do is we need one more.
Just say the word.
You. You're going from there to there. And it's the same idea. You're going to go ahead and load. Load. Unload. Great. And then this island, Hardwin, we need to make sure that we can hold a little bit more. So any excess that we have is going to go to Hardwin. And let's say 100. Perfect, that works. Let's get a few more houses. And we're starting to get to the limit of what we can do, but it looks like we have a few bricks. So spend a few of those. Eight bricks going that way. Yeah, that gets us most of the way there. We can cover all of those homes plus to there. And on the other side, all the way there, and the first two. Alright, excellent. How are we looking? 696. How are we looking as far as plantains? A little bit low. So we'll build you, and you. And financially, the island is making a little bit of money. Next thing we really need to do is get an alpaca farm and an poncho darner. Or a. I'm not too worried about doing silos yet. We'll do silos later. Wait, don't you need a fourth farm? You do need a fourth field. There we go. And we need 2 of those. Damn. Just enough population to actually need to bump it out. Grab you. Alright, that's a good start. We can build the first rum distillery right there. Yeah, I'll keep my rum distilleries here. We'll do the hacienda out this way. What else can we work on? Well, nothing yet until we upgrade. Once we get ponchos, we can start upgrading. See, that's all going to start costing me for a minute.
Still waiting for it to arrive.
Let's see. We do have... Let's see. Where is it? Isabella's fried plantain freedom fighters is... Let's see. Are we loading? Oh yeah, we got plenty of plantains to be moving around. What's the deal with having 298 plantains on Playa Madeira? What's going on there? Alright, show me this. Playa Madeira. Where are you? You're right there. Playa Madeira has a lot. What's the newspaper? Give me just a little bit of money and we'll let everything else slide. Yeah, we do have a lot of plantains here. Got the 6 fried plantain kitchens. They're ready to move more.
And this is what I break my back for.
Oh, these poor guys don't even have ponchos. I might end up moving some of this stuff around. I wouldn't mind having, like, the production on the backside here. Let's go ahead and give them ponchos, just to make them happy. Is that going to be enough? That's just enough.
The people celebrate your leadership.
It costs me nothing. Makes them happy. And yeah, worth it. Can I give them... I can't even give them rum until we get our sugarcane going. They're starting to get some sugarcane, though. Was that our
We
first...
can load up in a day and be gone in a night.
Awaiting new horizons.
Where is the first ship with sugarcane? This one. So it's already loaded them up, but what's the deal with only having 33? And increasing? Do what now? Wait, they don't have a festival, do they? No? Yeah, they're not producing any. So I should just be able to drop a rum distillery. And as soon as it gets loaded up, it should be able to make me some rum. And that will bring in some money. Yeah, we'll let it go for a little bit. Okay. Let's head back to Hardwin for a moment. We're going to build those last 3 homes on the outskirts. They're not perfectly covered, but it's still better than not having the homes. And we can consider upgrading a few homes. Get ourselves a police station.
We survive.
And it looks like we're actually bringing in a nice balance. Oh yeah, we've got plenty of room to expand. Expand a few homes there. I'd like to get the ones in the middle first. Yeah, while we're waiting on that, let's see if we can get a little bit of vegetation in here. A few palm trees. Do a few palm trees on that side, and we could have flowering shrubs. Nice. Alright, at least a little bit of greenery in there. I don't know what I'll do in the middle for the railroad tracks, but I could do... Yeah, I could do palm trees right in the middle. We'll delete any that we need out of the way when we start to get our rail line going. But at least it's something to kind of fill in that gap. Run out that way. Run out that way.
Your
Build
city
them
has
all.
grown more beautiful.
Hey, we made it more beautiful. What do you know? Alright, ta-da! Now, I won't be able to do anything without bricks. Let's get some local brick production here. Just to have something started. And we are totally out of wood. Do we have sugarcane here? Yes, we have 82 tons.
Ready for a challenge.
Perfect. So, now we need to focus. Ew, what's the deal with the poncho darner?
You guide us towards something bright.
Right. That was back when I had the idea to move all of the alpaca wool around instead of providing... Ugh. Okay. Puerto Vacas was the first island where we did anything with the hacienda. I don't really like the way this island has turned out so far. It's a bit of a mess. So, how do we look with fried plantains? We've got 8 tons of fried plantains, so we can support a much larger population. Yeah, a significantly larger population. I like this. This can stay. I don't mind having the brick production the way it is. I'm not happy at all with the hacienda.
That's how he's done.
We played a lot with having a big population there, and it's kind of...
We are on the right track.
What do I want to do here? Well, I know for sure. First things first, we know we can make sugarcane here. And so I don't see a reason why we shouldn't do sugarcane here. Right? So let's just say we had... how do I want to do this? I'd love to have 4 rum distilleries. And some kind of central road here. Let's do a road out this way. And we can kind of come over here. Alright, so we know it's a 1-to-1 ratio, right? Let's do that right there. And we'll grab this. Actually, to an extent, I've already violated my own principle of how I wanted to do this. Unintentionally. So, how much does this island need as far as rum goes? Actually, I'm not too far off. I'll have a few more extra tons. So that's not unfair. So let's get all the sugarcane going. And you know, I've got enough population to do the 2 of those right off the bat and bring in the rum. What else we could do? What do some of the other islands look like as far as their rum needs? Punta Particular needs exactly 2 tons. A little over 2 tons. You know, if every single island made like 4 tons or 6 tons of rum, that wouldn't be bad. So Alright, how do we do this? So we need 2 woodcutters' huts. Move that one tile closer. Move that there. And what if I moved a little bit of lumber there? Could have that and that. So all of the wood needed for the rum distilleries, plus all of the wood needed for local lumber production. And we're short on population again, so I think we might need to go ahead and add a few more houses in here. These farms are a total mess. Let's get rid of you and you. Let's get rid of those. Rid of all of that. Move that there. Alright, all the extra roads and nonsense are gone. And in fact, I could throw a road right there. Okay, problem solved. We actually have enough population there. Ooh, I need to give them a road. Let's add a few more homes right there. Run that across, run that over. Great. Okay, that's not too bad. Now, we could give them... Well, here's the next question. What islands can make their own corn? If we could just use corn locally produced. So, we know Puerto Vacas can. We know Fuerte Augustine can. Highland can. Really? So the 3 islands that can make their own sugarcane also can make their own corn, but that's it. No other islands can make their own corn. I don't see a reason to actually produce corn after I've had some time to think about it. Rather than producing corn on all of the haciendas, I don't think I should be doing that. I think the haciendas should be more specialized to other goods. So if I look at the hacienda farms
You
really
should
quick...
go sit in the shade, boss.
No, not fertilizer silo. Crop selection. Yeah, there's really no need for me to be doing sugarcane, corn, coffee. If there was anything I could really justify using the hacienda farms for, it'd be potatoes, spices, grain. We could supply everything else from standard farms. Yes, they're a little bit smaller, but it doesn't make sense if you have all of the islands that I have. We could just have a few trade routes going and be satisfying everything. So why overcomplicate the issue? Do I have any sugarcane over here? Yeah, I have a sugarcane plantation. Oh, and a single rum distillery. So let's get rid of the both of you, because now we have it built over here. We still have enough jornaleros, so we're good there. I don't need all of this extra wood production now, so that's going to simplify things a little bit. So, corn. Let's talk about corn. Oh, I had tortilla makers and poncho darners kind of just sitting there as an idea that I had a while back. And you know, it might be time to make good on that. Let's get this stuff out of their way. We're going to make another small port town, I guess you could say. go ahead and mark out the edge of what would make the port. So, talk to me about tortillas. Let's look at all the islands. How many tortillas are we really looking at? 6 tons across all of my islands? Really? That is not a whole lot of tortillas. Some of them only have 1, 2, 2, 2. I don't want to just be moving tortillas around. What are we currently moving, though, with our... Oops, wrong button. Wrong button again. Roots. We are moving excess tortillas and bringing them back to Fuerte Augustine. Right, and we're just dropping them off. That's right, that's right, that's right. Why am I not loading and moving goods there? I probably had a reason for setting it up that way. Alright, so that's something that we need to figure out. I think I'd rather just move the excess goods to Fuerte Augustine to be sold off. I think that would make more sense. So, how many would I need to satisfy just this island? Really? It would be 1. Now, we know we're going to need to bump up our Obrero workforce, so I'm going to build at least 2. Let's actually run that the other way. No, it actually has a sign on both sides, but... that works. Let's spin you around. We need to attach this somehow. So we're just gonna run a road right over there. Now, I think... it's 1-to-1 provided I give them a silo and give them corn. I do have meat somewhere over here, right? Yes. Got beef being made right there. So let's give this something. Oh, is that supposed to be the front? Okay. We'll do something like that.
Well, you've cultivated quite a thirst.
Put those on the backside, and then you can have a silo right there. Oops, I can't move the road with that. Duh. So we'll do this. Give them a small warehouse. Right here on the edge. Did I have a second? No. Now, here's the question. Do I need to move corn around, or do I need to move cattle around? Or both? If I move corn around, I could just make cattle locally on each island. So, I think we're just going to move the corn. So let's make this make a little bit more sense. There we go. And on a road there. And we'll give you a silo. Excellent. If I can right click, there we go. We know we're going to need some alpacas here, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to need 3 poncho darners. So let's just go ahead and plan that out now. Boom, boom, boom. Which means we're going to need 1 to 2. We'll put a second one. Yeah, that works. And you. Have the silo backing up there. 1, 2, 3. There's 4. Oops. And we'll run the road right there. So we got all of our farms in a nice little line right here. We've got our poncho darners. And we will have... Yeah, if I can select it. We should have enough alpaca wool being made once these are supplied. Is that being supplied? I don't know. Yeah, they're going to double. So we'll have 8 alpaca wool being made. So let's just say that's going to work. What else do I need to do over here? Think. Well, we're only going to need 1 corn farm to supply all of the farms. We might need 1 more alpaca farm because of bomb bins. Let's just say we do. That makes it a nice even number, so we just need a single corn farm to supply everybody there. And we're running out of wood. But what I can do is I can grab one of these corn farms. And where can I put you? You know, the corn farm to supply everything here? Could put it right on this corner. And just everything back behind, we will fill with cornfields. Get rid of that extra line right there. Ah! I did not mean to do that. I right-clicked and it didn't cancel. Whoops! Okay, let's try that one more time. Alright, you. Let's not do that again. Alright, right click. Okay, we're good.
Celebrate your leadership.
Don't touch it again. We're not going to touch it. Oh, man. What's our current time looking like? We're at 53 minutes, so we got a few more minutes that we can work on. That'll be enough tortillas, right? Oh, we still have the 3rd tortilla maker. We can get rid of that to save some money. So you're gone. We no longer need that, and we no longer need that. All of those extra roads in there can go away. What do we have there? Potato fields. Yeah, we're going to reconfigure our poor hacienda. It's neglected. It doesn't know what it wants. We could also... Oh, look at all the money we're making from the rum now. Fantastic.
Thank you. On it.
And we're starting to bring in some money from ponchos. Great. Coffee. Were we making coffee here? It says we're making money from coffee. We're probably hauling it from another island. Yeah, so we're bringing coffee in over here. Great. Were we... Oh, right. We have the Hacienda Coffee Farms, and we're making some coffee. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that, so in the future we're probably going to start shifting coffee production to other islands. We are going to need 2 more corn farms to supply these guys. So let's go ahead and do that now.
Darling, bring your Pari's hat.
Well, that's fantastic. We can have cornfields going all the way out the back here. And I'm glad that we're almost at the end of the episode because we're already starting to see some of those FPS slowdowns again. I have never been able to find an answer as to why we're getting these sudden drops in FPS. But it does start happening after about an hour. That's the other bonus to doing these 1-hour episodes. I'll be able to start doing hourly resets of the game. Oh wow, we are backed up at our warehouse. But look at all the rum we're moving. Fantastic. I might end up doing more specialized trade routes. As I finish a couple of these islands, maybe I just have a single ship to move things like all of the old world goods. Fried plantains, rum, ponchos, tortillas, and then another one for coffee bombins. We could move sewing machines back and forth and say chocolate on this island or something to that effect. We'll come up with a way of doing it.
Makes me want to keep striving.
The Obreros want beer that we're not supplying. They want bomb bins that we're not supplying. Let's actually work on the bomb bins because we've got our little district here where we're working on that kind of stuff. Oh, we're going to need to bring cotton in. So let's say we have you. We'll plan to have a second one there. And that would be, what, 2 of these? Actually, I'll move you over. Yeah, there's that major lag. You know, looking at it, let's do that. Wrap a road back behind. Put the felt producers here. And we'll have to bring cotton into this island, so we'll get cotton fabric and haul it. Let's get the first felt producer started.
There must be input for output.
And yeah, that'll be next episode, I think. So we're going to go ahead and end it here. I'll do a quick reset of the game so we have nice, smooth performance for the next video. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this content, please make sure you go ahead and drop a subscribe. That is the best way you can support the channel. We are a quarter of the way to our 1,000 sub goal. So we're so close. We've made a lot of progress in the last month. So appreciate those of you who have subscribed. Glad to see you guys here. Glad to see you guys enjoying the content. And I will catch everybody in the next one. Bye-bye.